What is going on, everybody? My name is Dylan, and thank you for tuning into this episode on the Lots of Thoughts, a sports podcast YouTube channel. Today we're playing WEDDLE. If you're not familiar, this is, I believe, the sixth episode of WEDDLE on the channel. It is a NFL player guessing game. The computer program chooses a player. You have to try to figure out that player by taking guesses and using the context clues from the previous guesses to narrow down the subsequent guess and finally arrive at the player's name. Or if you're like me, eventually fail and Google their roster anyway. There's a normal mode, which we're going to start with, which I've done kind of well in, where it's only fantasy relevant players, quarterbacks, running backs, tight ends, wide receivers. And then there's a hard mode that includes all the players. I've never gotten it, but I am going to get it. I promise you. Maybe not today, but one day you're going to see me defeat hard mode on WEDDLE. So, usually start out with a player from my favorite team, someone who's kind of middle of the road age-wise. But I accidentally typed the letter V, and Alvin Kamara sounds like a great person to start with. And I should have started with someone on the Jets. Okay. So he's not in the NFC, not a running back. Taller than 5'10", but not much taller. So 5'11" or 6 foot. Younger than 27. So young player. Number lower than 41. Okay, AFC player, young. Not very tall. Number younger than 41. I'm gonna take my second guess with a player on my favorite team, like I should have the first time around. I'm gonna go Garrett Wilson. Okay, great information. Exactly age 22. Number lower than 15, so relatively low number. Wide receiver, 6 foot tall in the AFC, but not the East. So we're looking at AFC North. We're looking at AFC South, or we're looking at AFC West. Young wide receiver with a low number. First guy who comes to my mind is Jamar Chase. Third guess. Look at that. That was great. See, normal mode. I've got normal mode down well. Look, I even talked myself up. I was a little more confident than I should have been. But third guess, Jamar Chase. That was one of the best performances I've had in normal mode. Now it's time for hard mode, and we have a pool of every player in the NFL, and it makes it so much more difficult. I'm going to start with Garrett Wilson. He really started me off well last time. Didn't really help this time. Okay, AFC. We know that. Wide receiver is not yellow, so that means it's a defensive player. That's a problem for me. Height, significantly taller than 6 foot. Age, significantly older than 22, but number low. Number is low, lower than 15. That's surprising to me. So I'm immediately thinking cornerback because they generally have low numbers, but it could be a pass rusher in the NFC. Not necessarily too young. So he's a defensive player with a low number, not necessarily too young. In the NFC, Jalen Ramsey comes to mind. I believe he changed his number last year to a single digit. It was supposed to be AFC, not NFC. That was stupid. I'm frustrated with myself. But anyway, there's a middle gap in age here, right? It could be that he is aged. No. I eliminated this well. So he can't be 22, 23, or 24. Well, obviously he can't because it's higher than 27. Boy, I'm struggling here. So significantly higher than 27. So we're looking at a 30-year-old or 30-something-year-old, but numbers significantly higher than 5. So we're looking at 8 through 15. He's a defender in the AFC. Okay, this is tough. AFC defenders. AFC West. Thinking the Chargers have Bosa. His number's kind of high. They have Khalil Mack. His number's kind of high. Raiders. I can't think of any defenders that have low numbers there. Broncos. I know they have a corner that does, but it's not a corner here. AFC South. Let me name the rest of the AFC West teams. The Chiefs. No one's coming to mind immediately. No. Tyrann Mathieu. I feel like he's changed his number recently. I don't even know if he's still with the Chiefs. It's worth a shot. Can I spell Matthew? That's the question. Nope, he's on the Saints now. Okay, well, we know he's not a safety. We know he is 31 or 32 years old. His number's still high. And we know he's 6'2". No, he can't be 6'2" because otherwise this would be yellow. He's 6'3". Okay. Not in the secondary. So linebacker or a defensive lineman. Defensive lineman with a low number, pass rusher with a low number. I have to narrow down the division if I want to get this. I have 10 guesses. I can narrow down the division. AFC North, defensive player. Who should I go with? I really shouldn't take this long to debate it. I should just go with someone. Kyle Hamilton. Just eliminate AFC North right off the bat. Did I swear to God, I chose Kyle Hamilton. Must have just clicked there. I couldn't even choose the Kyle Fuller that was on Baltimore. I just wasted that guess so hard. Okay. Take a deep breath. Let's do this. Okay. Not the AFC North. So we're looking at the AFC South or AFC West. AFC South. Who I haven't even thought about the AFC South yet. Jaguars, Texans, Colts, Titans. No one is really springing to mind that this could be. I should have thought about this. Number is significantly lower than 14. So it's not 13, not 12. So we're looking at somewhere between 8 and 11. 8, 9, 10, or 11. This should be relatively easy for me to get. How many pass rushers have 8, 9, 10, or 11? Okay. Let me think. AFC West. I'll just throw Khalil Mack out there just to get the division out of the way. Oh, he's on the Chargers. Okay. He's a linebacker on the Chargers, age 31. 8, 9, 10, or 11. Well, I'm going to be honest. Joey Bosa is the only other pass rusher I can name on the Chargers. And frankly, outside of the secondary, he's the only defender I can name. I knew that wasn't going to be valid. I could not tell you another Chargers linebacker. I said I was going to beat the hard mode in the intro one day, and that day is not today. So we're going to cheat. And like I say in every video, to cope with my failure in knowing sports enough to get this right, this is a learning opportunity. That's what I'm going to continue to tell myself as I fail at these. Kenneth Murray Jr., 6'2", 23 years old, though. Can't be him. Can't be him. So we're looking at linebacker who's 6'3". This looks like too old. Kyle Van Noy. Is Kyle Van Noy, and I do know the name, so you know this can be considered a failure. It says win 100%. It is a 100% lose rate, or 100% learning opportunity, as I'm going to continue to tell myself until one day I can figure out hard mode. One day. And one of these episodes, I'm going to make a declarative statement at the start. I'm going to be like, today is the day that I'm defeating hard mode. And evidently, if we follow the pattern, I'm not going to do it in that episode. But one day, and please stick around. And if you want to eventually be here for the day that I defeat hard mode on WEDDLE, you can subscribe with the little red button down below and hit the little bell, and you'll be notified every day when a video comes out. You'll be notified, and you can go on the WEDDLE video and see whether today is the day that I defeat hard mode. One day it'll happen. If you're into more of Lots of Thoughts sports content, you can find us on our website, lotsofthoughts.godaddysites.com. The link's also in the description. There you can access the Instagram, the Twitter, the Facebook, the TikTok, the LinkedIn, the YouTube. You're already on the YouTube, but the podcast, the newsletter, all on that website, lotsofthoughts.godaddysites.com. Thank you very much for watching this video, and have a wonderful rest of your day.